Hey there, Abiding fam, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be sharing with you another video. In this one, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my all-time favorite journaling products. If you've been with me for a while, then you know that one of my biggest passions is journaling, both in a planning sense in the form of bullet journaling and in a memory keeping sense in the form of creative journaling. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you products that I use for both bullet journaling and creative journaling. So whether you're here for one or the other or both, there is something in this video for you. So whether you're looking for the perfect last minute gift for the journaler in your life, or if you're somebody who journals yourself and are looking for something new to kickstart the year or use all those gift cards you're going to be getting at this time of year, then stay tuned because I have a lot of product recommendations for you. As a side note, it was really important when filming this video that I selected products that you might not have already heard of. You might have heard of them on my channel because I've definitely mentioned them. I know these are products that I haven't heard mentioned in a lot of other journaling videos. I think sometimes we all get caught up a little bit in the main staples of journaling. You've got your Tombow Dual Brush Pens, we've all heard of them, we don't need to hear about it again. You've all heard of Washi Tape for the most part, and if you haven't, then there's 50 billion videos out there already in which you can hear about those products and how great they are. I'm not dissing those products, I use all of them, but there are many products out there that you might not have heard of, or if you're looking for something new because you already have those main staples, then this is the video for you. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to start with everybody's favorite, which is pens. Now you all probably have heard of the Tombow pens, as I mentioned, and the Tombow Fudonusuki pens, which are one of my all-time favorites for brush lettering, especially for beginners. But there's actually one pen that nobody ever talks about, and I kind of found by chance on Amazon, and it is this one right here. It is so cute. It is called the Zig Kokoro pen, and there are a few things I love about this pen. First of all, it is super cute. So it comes in this really cute pink color. You can get it to focus there. It has a little clip, so you can clip it to anything that you might need. You can see the ink in the back, which is really cool. I don't know if it'll, there you go, see it went down. So you can see how much ink you have in there, which is really nice. And the other great thing about this pen is that the tip is super, super fine. And so for bullet journaling and creative journaling, you typically aren't going to be using big brush pens like the dual brush pens to do your lettering because you're not going to fit many words on the page with those types of pens. So I love this one and I use it all the time in my journaling. This is super comparable to the Tombow Fudonusuki pen in the way that it writes because it has a hard nib as well, which I love. But what sets this pen apart is the fact that it's refillable. So I've been using the Tombow Fudonusuki pen for about a year and I absolutely love it, but that pen is now running out of ink because I use it so often, and so I'm gonna have to buy a new one. But with this pen, I just need to buy new ink because it's refillable, and what's great about that is I can also put different colors in here as well. So I love, love, love the Kokoro brush pen. It is fantastic for beginners and experienced letterers alike. So check out the Kokoro pen on Amazon. I have it linked down below. My next pen recommendation is actually this one. It is a standard pen, so you would probably find this in just your pen drawer, but this one is the Uniball Signo and it is 207. I honestly don't even know if that's important, but I'll find out when I find the pen to link down below for you. This is just your standard black ink pen, and what I love about this one is that the ink dries super fast. And many of you know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, that I am left-handed. Just goes to show all of you lefties out there that you can hand letter even when you're a lefty, so don't get discouraged by that. But I love this pen for just doing my typical journaling and for making my to-do list because I don't have to worry about letting a line dry before I keep going. And that's especially important for creative journaling when I'm writing a whole page of my memories. And to be able to do that in one go without having to pause or pull out my little dryer to dry the ink, this pen is awesome. So highly recommend this one. And not only does it dry fast, but it's also super pigmented. It looks great on the page and it writes so smoothly. I love the way it feels in my hand and the way that the ink just glides onto the page. So make sure you check out the Uniball Signo. Another pen I want to recommend that is never ever talked about, I've never seen anybody use these pens except for me, but I am obsessed with these gel pens. And these are just some of them that came in the pack because the Gel Mesh to Gel pens come in a huge pack that includes not only your basic colors but also glitter pens, metallic pens, and then some really cool pens that have multiple colors in them. They are really cheap for the amount of pens that you get, and they write super well. It's crazy how much pigmented they are, and I usually get really frustrated with gel pens because I think it's something to do with being left-handed, is we like drag on the page, and so the way pens work is there's the little ball that moves, and because of the way we operate pens as lefties typically, we kind of stopper that and it doesn't usually work properly, and so I have a hard time sometimes with ink coming out of my gel pens. But I don't struggle with that at all with these ones, and the set that I got actually includes refills for all of the colors as well, so I love that aspect of these pens as well, and you will not be missing any colors in this set. You will have all of your bases covered. So I love these for adding color to my bullet journal entries, and they're great for coloring as well. If you have a youngster in your life who loves coloring, I definitely recommend picking up this set. My final pen recommendation isn't really a pen recommendation because it's sort of a combination of a brush pen and a water brush. So that's these Arteza brush pens that I have right here. And these are great for hand lettering or watercolors, so you can fill it with either water to use with watercoloring, or you can fill it with ink and use them in that way. But what I love about these pens is you get a pack which comes in different brush sizes. So this one, as you can see, is a super fine round brush tip, but it also comes in flat brush tips as well in different sizes, so you get a really nice variety of brush tips in the pack. And I've tried a lot of other aqua brushes and brush pens before, and these ones are by far my favorite that I've tried because the water just flows naturally. I don't have to even use the little push valve to get the water to come out usually. It just comes out in a really fine stream and keeps the color pigment moving and doesn't saturate your page, which is what you're looking for in an aqua brush. More than once with aqua brushes like this, I have been painting or brush lettering and all of a sudden just had a puddle of water stream onto my page, which is not something you want to happen to your beautiful work. So I highly recommend these ones, and I have them linked down below. On that same note, if you are somebody who enjoys using watercolor in your journal, especially as backgrounds, I want to recommend this set to you guys. It is the Artify watercolor set. It is a 24 set of colors, and it is a field set, which means that it comes all packaged for you as having your little tray that you can use for painting. You can just sit over there, and then it has these 24 colors, which I think personally is just the amount of colors that you need. It really has a good variety covering all of your bases, and that means not only can you find the colors you want in this set and just use them directly as is, but you also have a lot of options when it comes to mixing if that's something you're interested in. The other great thing about this set is because it is a field sketch set, is it comes with everything that you need to watercolor except the water, obviously. So it has the little sponge pads that are in here so that you can clean off your brush while you're out in nature journaling your memories away. And it also has a little water brush pen in here as well that detaches and just fits into the nice little set. So I highly recommend this little Artify watercolor set. I really enjoy using it, and it's my go-to set now whenever I do any watercolor backgrounds or paintings in my journaling. And then just the fact that it's super compact and small. It's the size of my hand, and I don't have that big of hands, so it's just really great for travel as well. And I actually received this as a gift last Christmas, so I already know that it makes a great Christmas gift. The next product I want to share is Color Burst, and these things are so cool. You can have the most fun just playing with these, just using endless amounts of paper and just spritzing them on, spritzing, what words am I using here, onto your page, and then you just spray it with water. So I just use a little mini mister and spritz the page, and then the colors that you put on the page, because it's a powder, just comes to life in that water, and it is the coolest thing to see. I'm absolutely obsessed with these for doing backgrounds on my entries, especially for creative journaling, but you could totally do backgrounds in your bullet journal as well. If you want to do a quick weekly and want the page to really pop, you could do that. You can use these just as a watercolor pigment as well by putting some of the powder in a little paint well and then adding water to it, and then you can just paint with that using a brush. So definitely recommend the Color Burst. Now, of course, a journaling product recommendation video would be remiss without my favorite product that I use all the time in both creative journaling and bullet journaling, and that, of course, is my sticker books. This is just a few of them, but I wanted to just share with you really quick my two favorite brands, which is, first of all, the Create 365 Happy Planner stickers, which you can find in most craft stores and on Amazon. You do not by any means need a happy planner to use these. I use them throughout both my bullet journal and my creative journal. And what's so great about these stickers is they have all sorts of different sets for different people. So if you're a mom, they have mom life ones. If you're a student, they have student life ones. If you're somebody who is doing memory keeping, they have ones throughout all the different seasons. They also have really great ones like this colorful boxes one that is awesome for doing weekly spreads for bullet journaling, so I highly recommend these sticker sets. And for my creative journalers out there, my new favorite sticker packs are the hashtag sticker books from American Crafts, and these ones have all different artists that they work with to create the different sticker books, so you get different styles from different artists, which is really fun, and they just have super gorgeous work that is amazing for putting in your creative journal. We do not always have time, at least I don't, to be hand drawing things within our journals, and stickers are our best friends. So I highly recommend either of these brands depending on what you're looking for in your journal. Keeping with the sticker and paper realm, I want to recommend one of my all-time favorite gift ideas for anybody who is interested in any form of paper crafting, arts, journaling. They will without a doubt love one of the Flow books for paper lovers. This book for a paper lover is just a dream to flip through. I had so much fun sometimes just pulling it out and just looking through all of the fun elements within this. There's stickers, there's fun papers that you can cut out, there's like fold out things that are just awesome. You can like decorate a little scene. So some of it, obviously, like this, I would not use in my bullet journal or my creative journal, but it is just a fun thing to play around with and just to spark your creativity. There's also just different little projects in here that they have for you to do. Just, I mean, it's just fun. It's just pure fun. And there's definitely lots of things that you can cut apart and make usable in your journal. There's lots of journaling cards that comes in this, and it's just a book full of paper goodies. That's exactly what it is. So if there's anybody in your life who journals, scrapbooks, makes cards, anything like that, I guarantee you that this book will bring them absolute joy. So I highly recommend it as a gift because it's a very unexpected thing, but it's something where they're getting a ton within one little gift. And of course, if you want to get it for yourself too, I will not judge. So I have a few more items for you, and these are more in the tool realm, and these are things that I use almost every time I pull out my journals. So the first one is going to be a tape runner. I love this one because of how well it fits in my hand. It is from Teresa Collins, and it is a Xyron Mega Runner. And I love that it's refillable, so I can just get new tapes to fill it instead of having to get a new little tape runner every single time, which gets to be expensive. I'm somebody who uses a lot of photos and different ephemera within my journal, so I'm always having to stick things down. And this is a great brand because I trust that it's going to last. And when I'm recording my memories for the sake of looking back at them later in life, it is very important to me that I have something that is going to hold up its end of the bargain. And that is definitely the case with the Teresa Collins Xyron Mega Runners. So if you do that sort of memory keeping or just like using photos and different memorabilia and ephemera within your bullet journal, definitely check out this tape runner. The next tool, one second. The next tool I always use in my journal videos is a paper trimmer. I love this one from Fiskars. It is super smooth and easy. It cuts through really, really well in terms of the blade. You can get replaceable blades when this one grows dull. And I love the little grid pattern to help me know different paper sizes that you would typically use. It also has a little flip out ruler so that when you have larger pieces of paper, you can use that. And like I said, the blade is just really good quality, and it's a really good size if you're not somebody who has a ton of table space for a big like guillotine paper trimmer. This is a really good option for you. I know I just have my little desk space. Maybe one day I'll have a huge craft room, but for now this is great for me. It also has this wire. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm kind of flicking it right now. But this wire goes in between, directly down the line that the blade follows to cut your paper. So what's great about that is that when you put it down over a piece of paper, you can see the wire, and so you know exactly where your paper trimmer is cutting the paper. There's no guessing involved, which is the case with a lot of paper trimmers, and so sometimes I accidentally cut off somebody's arm or ear when I'm trying to trim a photo, and this saves everybody's body parts, so definitely recommend this one. My last two tools that I use are stencils, and so the first one is the number stencil. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am obsessed with this number stencil. I use it all the time. If you do any form of a journaling, you're probably writing a lot of dates down, and that is where a number stencil comes in super handy. It makes your pages look so pristine and nice, just following along with those numbers. This number stencil is the perfect size, in my opinion, for working in an A5 journal, and you cannot beat the price on this. It cost literally like $3 on Amazon. I can't recommend it enough. I will have it linked down below. I use it all the time, and I highly recommend, if you want to see it in action, to check out my journal with me's. The two other stencils I wanted to share with you are new products that were just released by We Are Memory Keepers, and it is these adorable little stencil packs. It comes in both an alphabet stencil pack, which I was in desperate need of since I had my numbers covered but really wanted to be able to write words and headers as well. And then it also comes in a fun symbol pack, which is awesome for bullet journaling, guys. This pack is so cool if you bullet journal, so highly recommend both of these. And what's great about these stencils is, I will show you with the alphabet set, they come in, first of all, this adorable little pack, like I said, size of my hand, super small and convenient, which means the stencils are the right size for your journals. And what's so awesome about these packs is that they are magnetic. So what you do is you put the magnet behind your page that you're working on, and then you can organize on top of your page the letters to form any word that you want. And they even have a little guide that you can use to make sure that your letters are in a nice straight row, has a ruler on it, and then you just use that as your stencil, and the magnet holds it in place so you're not struggling with your stencil sliding all over the place, which I know happens to me all the time with using stencils. It can be really frustrating when you're trying to write a word and then it slides and you're trying to line it up again, but it's just a little bit off. This saves you from all of those headaches. I can't recommend these little stencils enough. You can always trust We Are Memory Keepers to come up with another great product that you didn't know you needed until you have it available to you, and this is definitely one of those. A magnetic stencil is just pure genius. Alright guys, so before I close out this video, I think it only makes sense to also share recommendations for my favorite journals. If you're somebody who likes a nice, durable, dot grid notebook for your journaling, then I highly recommend the Minimalism Art Journal. This is available on Amazon. In my opinion, you're getting the same great quality of paper and notebook and durability that you get in a Luxsturm, Lexsturm, Moleskine, whatever you want to pick as your alternative, for half the price. This has a great price point on it, but is just as great in terms of paper quality in my opinion. The other thing I love about this journal is that you also are getting a really nice light dot grid, which is something that's very important to me in a bullet journal. I don't want the dots to be super noticeable once the page is done. So I definitely recommend this one, and it comes in a wide variety of colors, so you can pick the one that best suits your personality. The next one I'll recommend is for anybody who likes to use a traveler's notebook for either bullet journaling or creative journaling and memory keeping. And the one I'm recommending is the one from Traveler & More, which I have used to set up my prayer journal and my faith journal. If you want a more in-depth review of this, definitely check out that video because I go in-depth about all of the things I love about this journal. But really quickly, I'll just tell you that it is, first of all, genuine leather, which typically is going to have a very high price point on it to get a leather notebook. Not the case here, and that's not just for the notebook, as is typically the case with traveler's notebooks. You're getting everything included in this traveler's notebook, including 4 inserts, and these 4 inserts are line, grid, blank, and planner. You're also getting a folder insert. You're also getting a little pouch insert as well. So right away you're getting everything that you need as a little starter kit essentially for doing creative journaling in a traveler's notebook. It includes everything you need except the pen essentially. And this makes the most amazing gift because it comes gift wrapped for you. So it actually comes in the cutest, like I can't even explain how cute the packaging of this was. It's all wrapped in a nice craft paper and then tied off with twine and has these cute little stamps on it. So it has this really cute vintage look to the wrapping. And you can just give it as a gift as is. You don't need to worry about putting it in a gift bag or wrapping it. If there's anybody in your life that you think would be into journaling and you're not sure what to get them, then definitely start with just a traveler's notebook, and I highly recommend the one from Traveler and More. Alright fam, that covers my favorite products right now for creative journaling and bullet journaling. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it gave you some great ideas for gift giving and also maybe to treat yourself a little bit too. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you've used any of these products before. I would love to hear your reviews and input on how much you like using them. And as somebody who loves journaling products and is always looking for recommendations herself, be sure to leave me a comment of what your must-have journaling product is in the comments. I'd love to talk about that with you, and hopefully through that we can give some of our abiding family members some even more recommendations. If you want to see any of these products in action, be sure to check out both my Plan With Me's and my Journal With Me's. And if you enjoy journaling, which you probably do if you're watching this video, be sure to join our abiding fam. I would love to have you, so go ahead and click that subscribe button and the little bell, and we can all explore our abiding creativity together. If any of these products interested you, then be sure to check them out in my links below. They are affiliate links, which means not only are you getting the awesome product for the same price that you would by just finding it yourself, but you also are supporting my channel and the growth of our abiding community. So it means so much to me when you guys use those links. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to support my channel even more, be sure to check out my Patreon page where I create printables for you every month. I create additional videos. And if you really want to support my channel and get some new products every month for journaling, then be sure to check out the Happy Mail tier where I send you new journaling goodies every month. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I had so much fun getting to share some of my favorites with you. I hope you have the most amazing December full of abiding creativity, joy, and love. I can't wait to continue exploring our abiding creativity together in the new year through the wonderful magic that is journaling, and I hope you'll join me in the new year. So I will say goodbye. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.